Alright everyone, welcome. So, I'm going to do some casting and some games today, probably, but I just wanted to start out with a cast. So, we are on the ranked ladder here on Arabia, and there's been some discussion about Spain versus Otto and how that matchup plays out. And I'm kind of interested to see, because Kerimb is like the model citizen for the Autobot. And this Spain player is around 1930 ELO. Kerimb is currently, at the time of this game, I think at 1900 flat. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. We see that he's starting with a trading post and a mosque. So, and he's not chopping for a house. Oh, looks like he has a wood treasure here, so he should be okay to get a house. So, very nice start for him. Good in-base usage, and I don't think he got the first pass. No, he did. He did. So, very fortunate. Not picking up the treasure, but just crack-shotting. His opponent today, though, in the color red, is Eburni.
Preparado.
We'll just call him Ebur. And he's playing a Spain. It'll be interesting to see his deck here. So we see he has, he's chopping for a house, and it looks like he's going to get this nice 85 food treasure as well. He has 3 villagers, he's got capitalism, and he is also getting treasure at the, or excuse me, house built. And no idle time, so very nice. A good macro in age 1. Gets the food. We'll probably be able to get a 15 villager age up. Kerimb, on the other hand, let's see. Oh, okay, so he is going with. Yeah, I've seen him doing this a lot more, like just going capitalism into CM, and I honestly think it's really smart because if you're just gonna free TC boom, you don't need food. You do not need food to make villagers. You just need... And CM, like, you can just go idle and keep making villagers as Otto. So, it just kind of makes sense that if you have a lot of vills in your TC, you have 3 TCs to defend. Ash Buzik's such OP Minutemen, they just destroy H2 timings against that, or like Musk Falk timings. You could, of course, go with Spahi. He also has the towers in deck and 2 more TCs. So, yeah, really interesting stuff. He is aging up now with the Naturalist. So it's going to be 2 vills, 2 cows. And I think that makes sense because since you've gone for capitalism, you are missing out on 2 villagers. It's better than 500 food because by the time you... I mean, yeah. It just doesn't make sense to do that. And you definitely want to go 700 coins, 700 wood. You don't want to be sending, or maybe even 5 mil, right? Let's take a look over at Ebur. Capitalism also is will get a shipment ready to go in the next age, just picking up some more small treasures around the map. 120 XP here, that's a huge treasure. Decent 75 wood treasure left, and then some other small treasures remaining. And, yep, we're getting the Governor, the classic. He's got a couple of nice herds in his base. He's already moved in onto the 3rd herd. Very good idea on this map, because as you can see, your next herds are not necessarily that close. But, yep. So, curious to see where this tower is going to go down. Age up first. Kerimb ages up first, and he is going to be sending 700 coins, 700 wood. And he's got the cows. I think he's going to let these sit there for a little bit. Okay, no, he's just going to delete it and eat them right away. So yeah, 400 food on each of the cows. Not bad. You know, that's only 100 food less. Probably 150 food less if you consider the decay factor. Game sound is a bit high. All right, let me fix that for you guys then. Okay, cool. I have too many audio outputs, and it's hard to know exactly which one I need to pick. But, okay, so Kerimb's about to be aging up. He's going to be aged up perfectly here, and he's going to have a 700 wood coming in quite nicely. It's 4 minutes 40, and he could easily just put all of these
Selam.
villagers. He needs to put more on.
Hazır.
To be fair, I like putting 7 vills, 5 on the big one, big coin crate, and then 2 on 1 on each. Oh, are we gonna get a treasure snipe here? This is huge too. And Spain going 5 vil, and he gets the steal, and he could potentially. Wow, that's massive for Spain. It is so important that I like this build actually. I prefer the 5 capitalism 5 vil build into 700 wood over 700 wood. It is 20 seconds slower than the standard fast fortress, but your eco behind it is so much better, and it gives you the option to go Spanish gold 1k wood, and then you can just absolutely yeah, it's so good. In transition, you can also put bills on Woodgate Marketex or a second trading post with the extra economy, and you save a shipment, right? And if you're getting pressured, like, you can always just, yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's really good. It's really good. And look at this macro, very nice macro. Excellent macro. Bit slow, like I said, it's about 20 seconds slower than the conventional age up. He still has a villager in queue, so you train vills, and then you, like 3-4 vills maybe even 2, depending on your macro, and then you ship 5 vil, you overpop, and then in transition with the 700 wood, you build barracks, a market, and a house. You save 200 wood for veterancy, either rods or musketeers, and then yeah, it's just a really clean build. It's a really, really clean build. Tower position. I understand why he put it here. Gives him line of sight, covers a coin mine, and the tree positioning is better on this side of the map. Versus over here, you know, you can't really just easily get CM'd or something, and yeah, it's a little too close. Kerimb has aged up though, and he's going immediately into 1k wood. 650, that is incredible. 650 age up with a slow age up. Otto is just so good at this, and this cav, you know, Kerimb has identified that the outpost is here, so he's just going to be raiding around the top end of the map, trying to contain some of the food. He's also going immediately into millet system and vet cav archers, so he's on 17 villagers now. 5 musketeers do come out though for Ebur, and he's training musketeers, getting steel traps in transition. And like I was saying, this is a really nice pivot into the fortress age because you get some solid economy behind. Nice pull trick there, very nice pull trick. So if you didn't notice, his 1 villager was out of position. He took these 4, clicked here, and then took the other one, and he pull tricked that villager in, so it wouldn't get snared by delis or even attacked a little bit. Very nice micro there. Now getting great notes, making more musketeers. We now have 10 musketeers out on the field. Yep, he's doing the classic Spanish gold 1k wood build, getting more musketeers before getting veterancy. I agree in this instance. You want mass, you want musketeer. Oh, he aged up with the scout as well. But now there are cav archers in. Does Ebur see what? No, he hasn't scouted really any of Otto's base. Looks like we've got, okay, so he's going into 1k wood now. Interesting. Or, excuse me, 1k coin. So 1k wood, 1k coin. I assume he's going to build another town center here. I would like to see him, honestly, build one here. It would still cover this town center, but it also secures this back position for your economy. Or, preferably, you put it here. He has a lot of options. Looks like he's hiding his army. He really doesn't want... okay, now we're going into 1k wood. I think this is the perfect build against Kerimb because you gets you tempo, and then you go 2 falconets, you siege this down, you like idle, you force a response, and then you go in with a huge timing of falconets. So some cav archers, special movements, and 3 falconets come out now, and he's shipping 2. Oh yeah. You need vet musk. You really need vet musk. Pull trick your explorer. Come on, I saw you doing the villagers. Pull trick him. Oh, he's trying. You can see him. He's trying. A couple of vills out here. Actually, nope, just a house, but he will see that. So I don't think he's gonna get much value here. Oh, he might actually. Trying to get a forward artillery foundry down. I would have much rather seen that in base. Couple of bills out for grabs here. And that's why you get great coats. That is why you get great coats. Oh, this thing's just gonna go down right away. So Kerimb with 5 falconets. Ebur hitting. Oh yeah, no, this is a critical mistake. You need this back in your base. You know the tower is gonna go down. He has way too much tempo up here. And this is just gonna go down. You're not gonna get any culverins out. And you just wasted 250 wood. Like, very critical mistake. Never put the artillery foundry forward. Especially with no other forward infrastructure here to contest. Like, your towers, like, you know your tower is going to go down. And as soon as that goes down, he's going to see this, and he's just going to take that down. So, yeah, now he's just going to take the racks down.
See?
No vet rod, vet musk in. But, oh, is this going to be the timing here? The Husks are going for it, but not really. Rods are now in, musks are also in melee mode, dogs coming in from the flank, hussars are going onto the falconets. Minutemen being called, musketeers just going booga melee mode here. Explorer being called back, Minutemen still in combat for so many musketeers here. 4 musketeers coming out, but falconets are still doing so much damage, you need to focus them down. He's going into melee now. I think he actually cleans. He actually holds. Insane hold. Delhi's still being a nuisance. 24 villagers, 25 villagers for Ebur. Kerimb on 23. Oh, but he's following this up with Spahi. He's got 5 Spahi, 7 Cav archers. These Delhis are still doing a great job. Was still net positive for auto all-in. The thing is, though, is he doesn't have 1k coin to follow up a pivot. He doesn't have a TC behind this. Spanish gold is in for Spain. He has his market techs as well. And, you know, I mean, what does he follow up? Probably Cav combat, absolutely, yeah. But I think, honestly, just Rod Skirm instead of Musketeers. I mean, Musketeers makes sense, yeah. Yeah, so Ebur making falconets here. Gets out 2. Very nice. Very nice. And he's got a decent mass of vet musk still. Kerimb splitting his macro for housing, cav archers, and some probably market upgrades. Yeah, he doesn't have placer mines yet. He does have steel traps. Oh, and it looks like a huge amount of musketeers are getting caught out by the spy and falconets, and that's a huge pickup. The falconets were nowhere to be found, and oh my god, just like that. Just like that.
Engine.
Spahi doing so much damage. Falconets doing so much damage. Classic Spahi into GG. Poor positioning there. And he loses the game. He was actually had an eco, and I think he had like a solid follow-up there, but he also lost a lot of villagers in that fight. But he's still up in eco. He still had capitalism. Still had Spanish gold. Still had Marvelous Year in his back pocket. Still had Lancers. So yeah. And at this point, right, you would have thought for sure that Kerimb would have cleaned. I think he just went too close to the barracks. He just needed to be a little bit more patient. Sit back a little bit. I mean, he walked the falconets right here. And got trapped from all 3 sides. And with the villager pull as well with Minutemen. Like, just sit here, siege, 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 back up. Come back with culverins, siege, siege, cav archer, spahi. But yeah, that was a fun one.